Hello friends, this is Professor Sanjeev Dwivedi and we are going to talk about the basic working logic of bubble sort. Now consider an array A with number of element equals to 5 and let this be array element as this. So it is 15, 14, 13, 12 and 11. I want to sort this array in ascending order. So my expected output is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is my array sorted in ascending order. Now when I am talking about array sorted in ascending order, you can understand if I am going to compare any element with the element to its right, it cannot be greater. Now suppose if here 11 is repeated twice, then to my expected output will be 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and so on. So when we can say an array is sorted in ascending order, when any element of the array is compared with the element to its right, and if it is found greater, then we will say that it is not sorted. So the condition, the basic condition that we can understand here is, we can say an array is sorted in ascending order if and only if any element is not greater than the element to its right. It can be equal to or it can be less than. So, but if found greater, then what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to swap the element. Now when I am saying any element compared with the element to its right, it means that 0 will be compared with 1, 1 will be compared with 2, 2 will be compared with 3 and 3 will be compared with 4. So basically j will be compared with j plus 1. So this is the working that we can conclude. In array, if any element at position j is found greater than the element at position j plus 1, then we will swap it. We will say t equals to a of j equals to a of j plus 1 and a of j plus 1 equals to t. So this is the basic working of bubble sort. Is any element is greater than the element to its right, then we will swap those two elements. Now this is the simple if condition and working. Now how my iterator loop will work? Let's see. Since we talked about we are going to compare element j with j plus 1. So let's take example here. Here 0 is getting compared with 1. So is a of 0 greater than a of 1? Yes. So we'll swap. So what we'll have here? 14 and here we'll have 15. Now 1 will be compared with 2. Here swap. Here swap. Is a of 1 greater than a of 2? Yes. Swap. Is a of now 2 will be compared with 3. Is a of 2 greater than a of 3? Yes. Swap. So here we'll have 12 and here we'll have 15. Now 3 will be compared with 4. Is a of 3 greater than a of 4? Yes. Swap. So here we'll have 11 and here we'll have 15. Now this is the last comparison, 3 with 4. 3 with 4. So if j is getting compared with j plus 1, then the last comparison will be between 3 and 4. So if n is the total number of elements, the last comparison is between n minus 1 and n minus 2. Now after this iteration, my new array is this. We'll have 14, 13, 12, 11 and 15. Now if you can understand, the last element is at proper position. So we'll say at least the last element is sorted. Now the same procedure repeats. Again j will be compared with j plus 1. Here j will be 0 and 1. Is a of 0 greater than a of 1? Yes. So we'll have 13 and 14. Is a of 1 greater than a of 2? Yes. So we'll have 12 and 14. Is a of 2 greater than a of 3? Yes. We'll have 11 and 14. Now we will not compare 3 with 4 because I know it is the largest element. There is no problem in the loop, but then unnecessary we are comparing one more element. Since we know that this element is at proper position, so there is no point in comparing 3 with 4. So this is my second iteration. At the end of my second iteration, my array element will be 13, 12, 11, 14 and 15. So after the end of second iteration, my two last element are at proper position. We'll repeat the process. Is a of 0 greater than a of 1? Yes. So we'll have 12, 13. Is a of 1 greater than a of 2? Yes. We'll have 11 and 13. That's it. We'll not go further. So now what we have is 12, 11 and C. 13, 14 and 15 are at proper position. So we are going for last iteration. J with J plus 1. Is a of 0 greater than a of 1? Yes. And that's it. So this is our last iteration. After this last iteration, we'll get 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So once again, in first iteration, just concentrate on the value of J. J goes from 0 to 3. Correct? So J goes from 0 to 3. See, we're comparing J with J plus 1. J goes from 0 to 3. Second, J goes from 0 to 2. Then here, J goes from 0 to 1. And J goes here from 0 to 0. So अगर आप ध्यान से देखेंगे, J every time starts from 0 and ends at different value. हमने क्या डिस्कस किया था? डिफरेंट वैल्यू पे एंड होगा तो ये टर्म को हम क्या बोलेंगे? I. तो we can say J goes from 0 to I. But talk about I का value. I value starts at 3 and ends at 0. Now, total number of element is 5. See once again, if 5 is the total number of element, the last value of J will be 3 here. Because J is getting compared with J plus 1. So J plus 1 will be 4 and J will be 3. So if n is the total number of element, last value of n will be n minus 2. So here J goes from 3 to 0. Basically n minus 2 to 0. We'll say J goes from, I. So J goes from 0 to I and I goes from n minus 2 to 0. So this will create our for loop. So we'll have for J goes from 0 to I and I goes from n minus 2. So this is my overall logic of bubble sort. See, आप पहले यहाँ पे ध्यान दीजिए. J 0 to 3, 0 to 2, 0 to 1, 0 to 0. So J goes from 0 to I and I goes from 3 to 0. So basically n minus 2 to 0. So J goes from 0 to I and I goes from n minus 2 to 0. This will help me create a for loop. I goes from n minus 2 to 0, I minus minus, J goes from 0 to I, J plus plus. If any element, jth element found greater than element to its right, that is J plus 1, we will swap it. So is the working, we'll see the program.